The Wizard of Oz stands as one of the most easily recognizable, widely adored, iconic staples of American narrative cinema. While many viewers may not know the film as an MGM studio production or remember Victor Fleming as its director, few will forget Glinda's shimmering bubble, the cackle of the Wicked Witch of the West, or the click of Dorothy's sparkly shoes. The Wizard of Oz, since its release in 1939, has become a ubiquitous piece of American pop culture. Its mythology and familiar characters are replicated in everything from movie spin-offs to references in TV shows to children's stories, books, to Barbie dolls.
The journey of Dorothy Gale from Kansas to Oz and back again seems to hold a special place in the history of American film, just as it holds a special place in the memories of, as the title card suggests, the young in heart. The Wizard of Oz is unforgettable in its mystical world building, touching musical numbers, brilliantly saturated colors, and Hollywood star power, all factors which cement its status as the cinema of attractions.
Tom Gunning defines the cinema of attractions as something that, quote, directly solicits spectator attention, inciting visual curiosity and supplying pleasure through an exciting spectacle, a unique event, end quote. The notion of spectacle was something that was an essential component of general American popular culture at the time surrounding The Wizard of Oz, seen especially in amusement parks. Amusement parks were filled with rides, events, freak shows, and just consistent entertainment for the public. They were all about inciting curiosity and intrigue with their bright lights, large scale, and the promise of freedom. Viewers went to films for similar reasons, to ogle at the wonders of technological advancements and see spectacle on screen.
Even in the short film Uncle Josh at the Moving Picture Show, the notion of cinema of attractions is on high display. It displays how cinema was following the desires of the American people to experience spectacle, whether in the form of fiction or documentary. In this film, the Uncle Josh character is seen reacting to the video footage with the same sort of gusto that one might have at an amusement park-like event. He is engaged, curious, and so invested in the spectacle that he even seems to forget that what he is seeing is not reality, so he tries to interfere with what he is seeing on screen. The scene in The Wizard of Oz in which the Twister hits Kansas visually imitates the Uncle Josh short and is an excellent example of how the spectator is incorporated into the action for a cinema of attractions effect.
The Wizard of Oz is more than a classic movie, it's also a musical. Richard Dyer has written about the musical as a form of entertainment that is able to present notions of utopia through the emotions that they embody. At the beginning of this film, Dorothy poses this question to Toto.
A place where there isn't any trouble. Do you suppose there is such a place, Toto?
Throughout Dorothy's journey through Oz, the viewer is able to feel a sense of utopia through the visual effects of bright colors and fantastical imagery of this film. We are snatched from the utopia and the cinema of attractions with Dorothy's return to Kansas. The juxtaposition of the two worlds, Oz and Kansas, created in this film, amplifies spectacle and utopian sensory. Through all of this, dull and traditional American life is put under a level of critique.
But even though the scenes set in Kansas lack the utopian fantasy we see in Oz, that doesn't mean we can't pick up on examples of the cinema of attractions unfolding in this sphere of the film. In fact, one of the most poignant, indelible parts of the film takes place in the mundane, colorless world of Kansas, the performance of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Here, we see a different kind of cinema of attractions, one that is predicated on the star power of actress Judy Garland in her role as Dorothy.
One day I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me.
Garland's voice, in its surprising maturity, its richness, and its bittersweet world weariness, demands the rapt attention of spectators. To watch this moving song fall from the lips of one of America's most beloved young stars is a spectacle in itself. This moment evokes intense emotion in viewers, and, as scholar Salman Rushdie writes, Judy herself gave the film its heart.
Oh, why can't I?
In this way, The Wizard of Oz, as a cinema of attractions, a utopian escape, and a nostalgic childhood favorite refuses to be a work of the past. Instead, its charming story and lovable characters constantly reveal themselves everywhere in modern popular media, reminding us at every turn to do our best to stay young in heart.